In this lesson, you'll learn how to play Forever in Blue Jeans, such a fun song, using either an easy strumming pattern or an intermediate strumming pattern that incorporates chucking. Now, I'll be using my tenor with low G tuning throughout this lesson, but feel free to follow along with high G tuning as well. So let's begin by taking a look at how to play the chords in this song. Our first chord is A. Here we have our index finger on the first fret of the third string and our middle finger on the second fret of the fourth string. Next we have D. For D, we're going to keep our middle finger in place and we'll add our ring finger to the second fret of the third string and our pinky to the second fret of the second string. Now another way that we can play D is by using our index finger, middle finger, and ring finger. I use both of these fret hand fingerings in this song, depending on which chord I'm coming from and going to. Next we have B minor. This is a bar chord, and here we have our index finger covering the second fret of all four strings, plus our ring finger on the fourth fret of the fourth string. And next for C sharp minor, we're going to move this chord shape up 2 frets, barring the fourth fret across all four strings, and we have our ring finger on the sixth fret of the fourth string. Next we have E. For E, we have our index finger on the second fret of the first string, and then our pinky, ring finger, and middle finger covering the fourth fret of strings 2, 3, and 4. Next is our standard C chord, third fret of the first string, and then we have A7 covering the first fret of the third string, and here I like to use my index finger. Next we have D minor. For D minor, we have our index finger on the first fret of the second string, and then our ring finger and middle finger on the second fret of strings 3 and 4. Next we have our G chord. For G, we have our index and middle fingers on the second fret of strings 3 and 1, and our ring finger on the third fret of the second string. And finally, we have our D sus4 chord. Now in this song, we're going to go from D, using our index, middle, and ring fingers, to D sus4 by adding our pinky to the third fret of the second string. Next, we'll look at how to play both of our strumming patterns. Here's pattern 1, our easier strumming pattern, played slowly on an A chord. And at a slightly faster tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now here's pattern 2, which is more challenging as it incorporates chucking. Here's how this pattern sounds at a slow tempo on an A chord. And at a faster tempo. if you're not yet familiar with chucking, this is a method of creating percussion while muting the strings. We're going to do this by muting the strings with the palm of our hand and at the same time using our index finger to go across all 4 strings. Now for a slightly easier version of this pattern, you can end the pattern on the second chuck strum and eliminate the final up strum. This gives you a bit more time for changing chords. So here's how this would look. If you're enjoying this lesson, please show my channel some love by giving this video a thumbs up. Now if you're returning to my channel, then welcome back. And if you're new here, then welcome. I'm Lara. I'm a musician and a composer, and I love to teach song tutorials and fingerstyle arrangements for all levels. If you'd like to support my teaching and my channel by joining my Patreon community, you'll gain access to hundreds of PDF downloads, including song sheets, fingerstyle tabs, and song books. The link is down below in the video description. Next, we'll walk through how to play the verses of the song and how to apply patterns 1 and 2. Including easy and intermediate options. To apply our strumming patterns to the song, for all of the chords that appear in standard font, these chords are held for 4 beats, and we'll play either pattern 1 time on these chords. The chords that appear in bold are held for only 2 beats, and for these chords we'll play 2 down strums. Now the chords that are underlined are held for only 1 beat, and for these chords we'll play only 1 down strum. So let's apply pattern 1 to verse 1. We start with 2 A chords, so we'll play our pattern twice on A. Then we change to D. And in line 2 we'll play our pattern once again on D. Then we have an A chord in bold, so we'll play 2 down strums on A, then 2 down strums on B minor, then in line 3, 2 down strums on C sharp minor, and then 2 down strums on E. Now we go to an A chord in standard font, so we're going back to our pattern. The next 4 chords are underlined, so they're each held for 1 beat, and we'll play 1 down strum on each of these chords, starting on E, then D, C, and then ending on E. Now let's count the rhythm of verse 1 at a slow tempo using pattern 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I want to give you 2 other options for the 4 chords at the end of verse 1. The first is an easy way to capture the walk down. Here we're going to start on the 7th fret of the 1st string with our pinky, then we'll go to the 5th fret with our ring finger, 3rd fret with our middle finger, and then 2nd fret with our index finger. This is an easier option. And for more of a challenge, I'm going to show you 2 more chord shapes. The first is an E chord that begins on the 7th fret. So here we have our pinky on the 7th fret of the 1st string, and we're barring all 4 strings across the 4th fret. And then another new chord is our D chord moving down 2 frets. So same chord shape, but now we have our pinky on the 5th fret of the 1st string, and we're barring all 4 strings across the 2nd fret. So this is a more challenging way to capture the walk down, starting with this higher E chord shape, then going down to D, then to C, and then to our lower position E chord. Now let's apply pattern 2 to the verse. Starting on our A chord, we'll play our pattern twice. Then once on D in line 1. Once on D in line 2. And now we have 2 down strums on the next 4 chords, starting with A, then B minor, then C sharp minor, and then E, and then we'll go back to 1 pattern on A. Now this A chord is one place in the song where I like to end the pattern on the 2nd chuck, because it gives a little more time to transition from A to either the lower position E chord or the higher position E chord. Now let's count the rhythm of verse 1 using pattern 2 at a slow tempo, and I'll incorporate the more challenging options for the 4 chords at the end of the verse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now in the final section of our tutorial, we'll walk through how to play the chorus and how to end the song. Now let's take a look at the chorus. Just like the verses, we're going to play 1 pattern on the chords in standard font and 2 down strums on the chords in bold. So let's use pattern 1, starting in line 1 with 2 patterns on A, and then the next 3 chords are in bold. So we'll play 2 down strums on A7, on D, and then on D minor. Then we'll end line 2 with 1 pattern on A. So let's count lines 1 and 2 at a slow tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. In line 3, we have 1 more pattern on A, and then 2 down strums on the next 3 chords, moving to G, then D, then D sus4, and then we have 2 patterns on E to end line 4. So here's how we count the rhythm of lines 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's apply pattern 2 to the chorus. We begin with 2 patterns on our A chord, down strums on the next 3 chords, moving to A7, D, and then D minor, and then 1 pattern on A to end line 2. the rhythm of lines 1 and 2 using pattern 2 at a slow tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. We begin line 3 with another pattern on A, and this is another place in the song where you may want to end this pattern on the second chuck, as it gives you a bit more time to transition to G. On G we'll play 2 down strums, then 2 down strums on D, and on D sus4, and then we'll end line 4 with 2 patterns on E. Now for the second pattern on E, you may also want to end this pattern with the second chuck so that you have a bit more time to transition back to A in the next verse. So let's count the rhythm of lines 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the last thing I want to point out is how to end the song. In the final line of the outro, we have a C sharp minor chord in bold, so here we'll play 2 down strums, then 2 down strums on our E chord in bold, and then for the final A chord, I like to play just 1 down strum and let it ring. I'm curious to hear which of the 2 patterns you prefer for this song. Let me know below in the comments. Now we're moving into our play along, where you can play and sing the entire song along with me. I'm going to use pattern 1 on the chorus and pattern 2 on the verses, as well as the intro and the song outro. But feel free to choose either pattern and stick with it for the whole song. 5, 6, 7, 8. Sing and dance and it don't walk. As long as I can have you here with me, I'd much rather be forever in blue jeans. Honey is sweet, but it ain't nothing next to baby's treat. And if you pardon me, I'd like to say we do okay, forever in blue jeans. Maybe tonight by the fire, all alone, you and I. Nothing around but the sound of my heart and your sighs. Money talks, but it can't sing and dance and it can't walk. As long as I can have you here with me, I'd much rather be forever in blue jeans, babe. And honey is sweet, but it ain't nothing next to baby's treat. Pardon me, I'd like to say we do okay, forever in blue jeans. Maybe tonight by the fire, all alone, you and I. rather be forever in blue jeans. And if you pardon me, I'd like to say we'd do okay forever in blue jeans, babe. As long as I can have you here with me, I'd much rather be forever in blue jeans, babe. As long as I can have you here with me, I'd much rather be forever in blue jeans. I hope you've enjoyed learning these fun patterns to play forever in blue jeans. Have fun practicing, and thanks for watching.